The one thing I always remember about my father is that he loved to travel, and he'd seen most of the world before he died. I wanted to do the same, so I thought, where to start? I'll pass my driving test. After taking a crash course in driving, I went and booked my first test, thinking I was ready. I dressed smart and sophisticated, trying to look confident when I really wasn't. When I met the examiner, he was a small, rodent-like, twitchy little man who was really nervous, and he failed me. Then I went in for my second test. This time, I was being examined by this creepy clown character who seemed so happy to announce that I'd failed. Confidence destroyed. I gave up and stopped driving for about a year. I actually took my time before taking my next test. When I finally did, the pressure and fright from my first two failures stayed with me. It didn't help that the Grim Reaper was my examiner, pointing what directions I should take with his scythe. I failed again. It's absolutely horrible. In my full test, I was examined by the Terminator. He failed me. Fifth time lucky. This time I decided not to give a damn about the examiner. I decided to go as myself. I got rid of the smart and sophisticated clothes and wore my usual multicoloured outfit. On the morning of my test, I found a chunky red keyring that had belonged to my dad. He had most likely got it from one of his travels. I saw this as a really good omen and fastened the keyring to a black rope and wore it around my neck. Scared as usual, but somewhat comforted by my lucky charm, I faced my fifth driving test. I met the man who would be my examiner. I was still unsure until he introduced himself. His name was Daryl, the same as my father. He made conversation and told me I reminded him of his daughter and she dressed weird like me. That made me really giggle. I finally relaxed, and when I finished he told me I'd passed, and I cried.